What is up, YouTube? We are in Old Taipa today, and I am bringing you an August 2021 update. But first, let's roll the montage. All right, YouTube. So I kind of skipped July because it had been pretty much a quiet month, and any information I had from June sort of applied to July anyways. But I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an overall update and then an update on my personal sort of situation as I transition and sort of leave Macau. So for me, a lot of things going on. I just left the immigration office. I asked for a 30-day extension. Luckily, during this period, they're being quite reasonable and generous, I would say, to accept any requests for extensions. So I just left there a little bit ago. So that's good news for me. And then, the other things that I was thinking about is there's a few things in Macau that as you leave, you have to do. For example, I went to the bank today. Some people choose to close their bank accounts. Some people will choose to leave their bank accounts open. So for me, in my situation, I've decided that it makes the most sense to leave my bank account open. But that means, having a new address on file so your mail goes to the right place. And also, a lot of times, when I do transactions online, I'll get a text. Now, one of the things I haven't figured out yet, maybe I'll include it in the update of next month, is what I'm going to do with my phone number. Whether I'm going to keep it or whether I'm going to just close my account with the telephone company and then have to update it with a number when I go back to the States. I'm not 100% sure yet. So let's start at just a couple of personal things as I transition and leave Macau that I think some people might find interesting or important, depending on if you're in a similar situation. Now, when it comes to Macau, July had been quiet. There hadn't been June and July had been similar in terms of customers coming from China, but in August, in the early days of August, we experienced a bit of a scare. I'm going to go ahead and call it that, because there was a family that had been found to have the not going to say it here, but they'd been found to have it. So there was pretty much a citywide mandate to get everyone tested. So there's approximately 700,000 people in Macau, and as far as I know, a large majority, I want to go ahead and say more than 99% of people have been tested. Now, I could, it's going to be in the very high 90% of the number of people that have been tested, but the government basically tested everyone in a matter of effectively 3 days. So even me myself, I went the first day, waited in line for a couple hours and got the nose swab, and it was quick. I mean, getting the test was quick, but we did wait a little bit because we went on the first day, which seemed to have been the busiest. So that seems to be behind us, because from what I read, they haven't found anybody else with the virus. So that's a nice update. And hopefully we'll be able to sort of scale back because they did shut down the gyms and they shut down a couple other types of businesses. So hopefully that'll be behind us. You know, they did a great job in testing everyone very quickly for the number of people that they had. They had 24-hour testing, 42 locations if I remember correctly. So they tested everyone very quickly. It was very efficient. And I remember I got my results very quickly in terms of the test. So, you know, that was all good. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing, really. And one of the questions that I get from, that I'm still getting from a lot of people is, when can I go to Macau? I'm looking for a job. No one's getting into Macau unless you're a Macau citizen or you're traveling from China. And if you're traveling from China, you need a visa to come to Macau anyway. So I'm sorry, you know, I'm at the point where I might stop answering this question because I get it so often. There's just no way. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm, you know, sorry that it is the way it is, but Macau is pretty much completely locked down in terms of if you want to travel here, certainly no tourism. I know people that have had job offers and they can't get into Macau. They've had job offers for a long time, but they can't get in. Some of them have gone and found other jobs. Some people are working remotely. Everyone's working in a different situation. So, you know, if you're sitting there wondering, well, how are you in Macau? Well, I haven't stepped foot outside of Macau since February of 2020. So I was already working here. I already had my job. And the last time I'd left Macau was at that time, and I went to Hong Kong. So that's why I'm still here. Like, if I were to leave Macau today, there's no way to know exactly when Macau will reopen, and I would be able to get back in and you know, and continue making these videos. So that's just the honest truth of what the situation is. And I don't have an estimate of when things will reopen, especially for tourism. I mean, I would probably say that I would probably give it a year, at least. I think 6 months to a year, easily. Definitely, nothing's going to happen for the rest of 2021, and then, I mean, we'll see about 2022, right? So, anyways, I don't want to make this video super like negative. But the situation sort of is what it is. And anyways, I guess I'll leave it at that. If you guys have any questions other than whether you can come to Macau, because you can't, please leave them below. I answer every question that everyone leaves me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed me showing you old Taipa. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of my videos because I really enjoy making them. All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.